Welcome back to Enkundleni exclusive. We're back again this week and we're brought to you by Tab 3 events supported by Okuhle Designs and Obvious. Ukuhamba ngedwa into engasayenziyo these days. Yabona ungathola umuntu ohamba laye akusayenzi ukuthi ubulokhu njani ulokhu uhamba wedwa. So lokho engihamba lo nonduduzo ncobe kumbe yena lokho ehamba la mangikwazi ukuthi khona ohamba lo moya kahle ngubani. And then into engayenzakala ukuthi khona, do not forget, we will remind you every week that if you've got an event, Tab 3 Events is your one-stop shop for all your events. Videography, photography, whether it's indoors, outdoors, weddings, you can name it because you know what you want to do. But ongakwaziyo ukuthi kuyenze njani ukuthi kube kuhle, but Tab 3 Events knows. And then we also have a stage for hire, lighting for hire. We also have the best PA system in the city, and we also do audiobooks. And omunye samenze the audiobook nangula. So lalinja.
Ungabatshela lingaphumi phela.
Uyabuyela ngikukhipha isikhathi zonke le.
Hayi lisaphekwa.
Oh lokho lisaphekwa. All right, so asawazi ukuthi ngithini but konke khona lokho kuyenzakala lapha Tab 3 Events. Just come here and then lento yakho noma yini and then we'll do it for you. And then yazi why ngikhulume vele ngeaudiobook lelana. It's because I'm angry. Savumelana last week ukuthi khona weekend awusanchi. Wena ufuhamba lami lapha podcast. But weekend afuhamba lami. Ngakutshela ngathi no, ngizadinga lami t-shirt white. Ngiyenze so that we go together. And then ngihlangana layo ngeMonday suvela ama events.
It was impulsive. It wasn't planned.
Exactly. Vele kuthiwa khona nxa kungekho planned kodwa lapho yikho kumnandi yabona. So okungekho planned kodwa lapho umfonela khona phela uthi lapha kule show ka Sthandazile Dube la. Come.
Okay, so hi guys, welcome to Enkundleni exclusive podcast. Umzisehle ngenela bakithi.
I know because I'm not happy.
Okay, I actually thought ukuthi maybe wena uye ku conference because remember party enkulu eyebusayo kade le conference at trade fair. And then there was a gala, so I thought ukuthi maybe unihambile.
Yeah, I was because the conference was everywhere. So I'm sure la ubukhona part of conference somehow as long as you're in Bulawayo. La conference ubukhona ubungenile phakathi ku conference. But it has been a busy weekend.
Yeah. It was quite busy for the politicians and busy for the artists as well. So
I think busy kakhulu for the ruling party. Kakhulu khala bathi sibona khona ubu busy because at some points we would stop West Street and watch cars pass. It was nice.
And those guys are buying cars when like big proper cars.
What do you mean proper cars?
Siyazabona imoto ezinkulu like Bulawayo. Besides that, kube le gala. Did you attend the gala?
I heard about the gala. I saw even ngabona ama clips, but I didn't attend the gala unfortunately. Lapha dukanti ngekhona ade ngiyekho futhi la khona ngayo.
The reason why I'm asking and you know, in as much as this was all political and stuff, we actually expect to see if there are such big events go Bulawayo. Obviously that is thola amantshontsho.
Yeah, but so which means gala
which means you'd find probably there are local businesses that benefited, maybe in the hotel industry, and we also have artists that performed. That is if they didn't bring their own artists.
the gala line up.
Who performed? Who performed at the gala?
Jays was there, and
Mbone Iyasa
local
Jays
local
Mzo 7 car arts
ekhaya equipment ibonde ekhaya
arts ngibonile. I think Sandra
Sandra la performing.
Obvious.
Why are you guys saying off?
There's no need to mention that one.
I think Sand. I think Magwaza. Iposter akona lalabo Magwaza.
It's a list of local artists, mas.
Akuhlangene laba babehlanganisile. But abama local artists.
Bebelbane.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing.
So far kuma clips
So we look at the brighter side. It was actually
So which one is the darker side?
it's outside the scope of this podcast.
No, which one is the darker side? I want because I nearly want a brighter side whereby
it's outside the scope of this podcast.
But
it's outside. So we're looking at the brighter side.
No, tell me about the darker side.
Our local artists,
Yeah.
they actually got something.
I hope.
But now my concern about this one, you'd find we always have the same playlist when it comes to maybe they are now looking at artists on which side of the fence. Maybe that's how they choose their performers, because we always find the same list of artists in these things. But
also I think if it's allow me, if I were to have a party, a political party, and then if I were to choose an artist as a performer, go gala yam, and obviously I would choose people that support me. So if the other side of the fence is the other side of the fence, so okay, abantu abaperform maybe supporter the ruling party, I think there's no problem, because I think they do have the right to say, I don't want to support. Why should we visa you and pay you?
It's because Lababanye, they don't want to be cancelled. You know our society is very toxic.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find when you're a business person, you are just going there to perform and make money. You are just a neutral person. You've got nothing to do
with okay.
Yeah. Uhayiwe watu use perform. And but indlela abantu abazakujaja ngayo, even on social media, you'll be abused left, right and center. So I think that's why abanye, they don't really want to be seen aligning themselves to political brands.
And then which means after sebenzasabizwanga, they should not complain. Uguti atina asibizwanga, and then kulama same faces. They should not come because they don't want to, because when I know Zambia performer, kule ikona into ezasala kuwe in terms of ukuthi okay unhamba wa performer ku ruling party or unhamba wa performer kule enye party kumbe kule enye party. What will happen is now performer khona ngale, you have to be happy, hype the crowd whatsoever aba support at that part. You have to entertain abantu abazo support I party yona le.
You can entertain. Okay, mzingu ubuzani. Asfaku awusandra Ndebele siyakwazi. Asfaku uJayzla.
Yeah.
Which party do you think he supports?
I don't know.
He has never come out as a political person. He just minds his own business.
I hope.
Mina ngokumbona based on social media and not personal, based on social media. He's someone who minds his own business. And angapizwa buyi perform uyahamba ayiperform. Uyabona? Angaze ngimbone senze slogan, angaze ngimbone egqoke iregalia or anything. But you are because I think the fact that he minds his own business. Enye into esenza singabizwa.
Lifubizwa kodwa lifucatsha. Guys.
Okunye i-social media trail yethu, and you find ukuthi as an artist uyabonakala ufaka okungama-post okunjani
okunjani yabukhuluma kubi.
Something like that. Maybe okubonakala ku-anti-ruling party, yabona. Bese besithi alo uthaba kakhulu bengakubizi.
Vele kodwa eqinisweni, because you can't wena osozohambe ngalo yentethisa. And then when I come with my money, you expect me to call you and then pay you to come and perform in front of my crowd.
But what happened to separating the individual and the arts?
But me I think yazi kunjani ufana labantu abathi yabona ubuwena bakho as a writer, so nxa ngingabala amabhuku akho ngabala lokuqala ngibala lesi2, even nxa ngikwazi mina I think ekhanda lami ngiyabe ngikuzwa even ivoice yakho mawukhuluma wena. so sengazama ukuseparate ukuthi lo nguNonduduzo obhalayo lo nguNonduduzo lo esitshona la sixoxa but nguwe yena lwana.
But okuseleyo guys ama-artists kumele ama-artists sibizwe because imali yethu liyana.
Exactly ngafu ubizwa lawe zama la ukhanyisa yazi abanye bayenza abanye problem yabe ukuthi umuntu uyakhangela kakhulu ukuthi okay abantu bazathini yani ebese khohle ukuthi okay whether it's the ruling party or it's whosoever those guys are people abafuna ukuza imusic yakho nje kuphela.
Now the issue is nxa udubeka udubeka they will actually be laughing at you.
Now the artist udubeka
ukuthi nangiyana laphana kuthani abantu akobulawayo kula celebrity kobulawayo kulani based on your economic status, right? Then nxa usubizwa kuma political events ukuthi uyoperform ungaperforma futhi they will start attacking you. So there is no winning in this game.
But in the corner vein, no, you will always be attacked.
So you go let me ngiyakhona ukuthi when focus on your brand, on building yourself, on your pocket. That's what you have to focus on.
On your pocket.
Yes.
And your brand.
Yes, silabantwana phela lathi singama artists silezimuli.
Exactly. So nga ubona ukuthi laphana kule market engathi iyabhadala. I think yabona yathi ukhuluma ngoJayzan. I think it's important ukwenza njalo nxa ungakukwanisa ukuthi awula muntu ongathi uJayz ukhulume kube ngobani. But kulama ama artists akuthi athaba kakhulu and then engathaba kakhulu sebekhuluma sometimes umuntu abekhuluma into angayaziyo kumba ngekho shonga kumba asoze kwanza uyimela and then maybe sekukhulume ngeruling party because at that point bekulento etrendayo about the ruling party or sekukhulume ngeopposition because kulento etrenda at that time and then later on so kufika isikhathi sokuthi kule congress or kule conference and then they need ama artist and then kuthiwa submitani nona dle uhluzivale vele uthi mina njengoba lapha ngathi
uyu ayite uyu
because awuyite
so I think the best thing also we need to learn from abadala abanjengo Jayz. Yabona uJayz vele awusoze umbone vele post into ezinjani yabo yena vele is focused on his music. I think that's why I see yedwa vele even in the groups or
Kaya arts
performing.
Yes, yeah.
Angaze babone besenza ama slogans. Even the individual group members, the individual team members. I've never seen them doing slogans, being very political. But they get called to these things. I think it's because of how they build their brands. Now, the funny thing, Ms. Piggy, son. I've never seen them performing at opposition.
But they do perform.
The same artists.
Not the same. Kono ukuthi opposition kumingceni.
Plus perform opposition ngapha usabizwa.
Ungaperforma ngale sokolo bunzima mbijana. Because awusozuhamba ungadlalela njani amathima ngothu. Very
okay. Now, all right. All right. Laba bangabizwayo ngapha ku ruling party. Ababizwe phela ku opposition
ebiza yena artist but yabiza sasa woni victims
paranti phela even engena for a parliament ebengena ekhona ngale vele ku opposition so yabona ukuthi abedlalela ipi team yabona into yakho
utha Ricky Fire but la iswajamuka la wayebizwa so
balabengabizi babe selective.
But it's alright ibizwa somewhere alright
yabona i-team yazikunje so kule team vele eyokuthi awubona ukuthi nxa kuzaba le conference ye ruling party kule team ozayibona uzabona ukuthi okay and i-team lay even nxa mephungela conference ungelani uyawina nje ukuthi team lay idlala yonke if you attend shows let's say ungihamba ushow maybe ka Jayz kumbe uzabona i-team yangikhona ukuthi okay kuza umzo ukhona and then ngahlala okay kulo uSandra ukhona uSandra nangiyala lapha i-team yangikhona yakwanisa uyibona hayi i-team lay balance le nansi and kungaba le conference uzayibona i-team lay nansi khona lapha and I don't mina ngibona problem ngakho I think kusharp because even lami nginje anti ngiyavunyelwa ukuthi mina i-team yami ngidlalela le so wena ungafudlalela le inye team
but lawo kumele udlalele
wena i-team engabiziyo ukuthi ayikho incaya ayikho ku-league kumbe ayikho ngapha ukuthi
you have
ayidlali
to play for the winning team, eh?
try and
You
play
have to-
if you want to.
But vele the bottom line is there's ungafuna ukuchaza abantwana, there is no winning, because ungayekela usafe uli artist, 1 uzabe udubeka ulambile, 2 bazabe kuhleka bonaba futhi ozathi ungahamba uye performer kuma political parties, they will attack you as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it comes to kuma political rallies, galas, and all these things, vele kuzafika a point whereby you have to choose your team and run with your team. Because when asozambe hype crowd yangale ubuye futhi expect ukuthi ngapha la bebuye futhi bekubize futhi akukalutshwana. I think uyakhetha team because it's political vele.
Yeah.
So
abahlakaniphile vele they shift. I've seen ama posts from the likes of Kiki Bedas. That's the name, right? I've seen ama tweets from even Holy 10, your favorites, guys. I've seen those guys. I've seen them. I've seen ama tweets about before bashing the ruling party.
All right, yeah.
Right? Yes, Alamba, yeah, what things like that, right? And then the next thing, they are now eating. They are now with the ruling party.
And then they are now quiet.
you see? So I think plus enye into vele kumele ama artists la bafunde nje ukudla bethule. Yabona
plus
bona abo Jays
uyazidlela uzithule usambe nge-GD6 lakho elivelayo lalo khona ngale kungela ndaba yabona.
Because another thing, abantu bona laba futhi othi mina I'm with the people. You be like I'm with the people. They don't attend your shows. They don't buy your music. They don't support you.
But plus now sit I'm with the people. What are you saying? Now sit I'm with the people because if you're saying you're with the people already, lawe wena even ungayanga ku show, lena you're being political.
You know what?
Because there's something that you're supporting. Maybe you're supporting opposition because
so with the people is
we're being with the people because it depends. Because even also if now we go to all right, let's say mina ngithi I'm with the people and I'm not going to perform at the conference because I assume the conference is something or the ruling party is not for the people. But ungahamba uye performa mbiyabona kugala bekugcwele so abantu. And then ungapha uhlezi endlini and then you're saying you are with the people. Wena usendlini ngini.
People who don't give you anything. And they don't buy your music, they don't support you, they don't post, they don't even retweet your post, they don't like, they don't share.
If you're saying you're with the people, it's just another way of saying you're supporting, you're not in support of the ruling party and then maybe you're supporting opposition. Or maybe you ufuba sesente and then uthandwa ngubani exactly ankosho. Because the people abaperformelo even abaperformelo kugala, those are the people as well. They are the people. Who is the people? Hey, who is the people? I'm with the people. Who?
You know, the reason why I'm saying that is because that's the statement that is usually used.
If you don't want to go and perform it,
yes,
ruling party,
you'll be like, I'm with the people. Yeah, that's what they normally say. But which people? Because we're not seeing any people at your shows. We're not seeing any people.
And I actually like what is being done by the ruling party because in as much as they are consistent with their artists and then they are making sure that my artists are or some artists are I'm artists on allowed to okay it's look as they are somehow progressing because somehow amabizwabo siyawazi music yabo ba keep music ba hamba and then even la semalini bala imali usiyafika lapha
ngifuna ukubuza ukuthi imali yangikhona iyaphuma yini bengixe bayisaba ukuthi bakhuluma ukuthi imali ayiphumi
but now sibakhangele masibakhangele phela i-life nje abayiphilayo you can see
hayi imali yaphuma
anxa iphuma ku right
you can see
iphuma ku right because yakazi ukuthi nani
yaphuma hey and then mina with the people
because uyadubekela into engekho guys uyadubekela into engekho uthi wena you know those that think they will perform for the opposition they bazadubeka because so far there's no opposition Anyway, that's another topic for another day.
Because I think okunye abawenza ama-artist lawo is just for spotting i-anger yabanye abantu. Because ungahlala la phansi umbuzisise sibili ukuthi why don't you go and perform or why don't you submit?
Another thing, bazondwa ku-social media. Baphila labantu abantu laba ngomakhelwane bethu, ngobhuti bethu, ngabazawethu and stuff. So you find ukuthi sebeziphunga ukubazonda nje ku-social media, but phansi lapha sebeziphila labo. If you saw ukuthi uJays bamthabela njani eHighlanders, you'd be surprised. Ukuthi khathi abantu nxa beposta besithi wena umhlabeleli i-ruling party. It's like people, they will throw bottles at him nxa se-perform, but eHighlanders people were actually dancing to his music. But
ungambuza umuntu alothi wena uhlabela i-ruling party, just ask them, where do you want me to go? Or where ufuna like kumele because abantu bakhohlwa
uthengisela i-ticket le show yakho ubona ukuthi uzathenga.
Exactly, ngeseqasa uthi sidonsa nzima. Because kodwa uthi ungayi ngale, then how can can le show akunzima.
So yeah, that's how it's
I think into enzakalayo ukuthi yabona kulento lana esithi nxa sihlangene sirobhane sithi into leyasithanda. Yakwazi ukuthi even la kuma business noma ngaphi kulesikhathi sokuthi okay nxa njengakade kule conference kade lama business avulileyo, whether angama lodge or ngama hotels or whatever, kuvukile and nxa kade sithi umuntu ongangena umbona ukuthi lo is coming from Harare or is got a scarf whatever, basuka ticket lapha namhla kuyathengwa kuzothengwa namhla la, and then they will accept the money. Sometimes the same people who are posting say wena ungahambi performa ngayo, but enuvula ishop yakhe lapha umuntu engabenza ukuthi ngicothenga yena uyathengisa, but because mina engikuthengisayo liyambona phambi kwena yikho selisithi wena iface yakho no yikho ngikuthengisayo la
yazi uthi wayichaya ekhaleni msi wayichaya ekhaleni. But moving on from that one, mina there's something that really touched me about the issue ye conference le bekhona. The stereotype that we always talk about each and every year, and what makes it painful now is that in as much as we have tried to fight against that stereotype, you find our own Bulawayo people, spreading it again, promoting it again. Because you find every time Harare people come to Bulawayo ladies are attacked left, right, and center.
Italians then.
Kutha sesikhoma ama-Hararians, sesibona impinga and stuff like that. Uyabo?
Ngiyabona uthi mining trade recently. Ngiyabona futhi trade fair type.
Obvious ungaba le trade fair, ungaba le mine entra,
ungaba le sakanayi, ungaba le rally, every time people don't get tired. Mina kungenze yazi ukuthi impose engaposta but ngabe ngizikhuza until lapha ngisafe ngoba siku under depth, it's not my name. Right. Why is it that kebe kuthiwa it's always Bulawayo ladies and who are immoral abaphonga ukhomba these Hararian bingers, when we always see sex scandals coming from other cities, not from Bulawayo?
No right. So utwena so lapha uthi abantu laba amankazana la wobulawayo bahlolela.
Basihlolela. Okay, besides that, all right. Let me put it this way. Vele, it's not only in Bulawayo. It happens everywhere. When there is a big event, it's obvious Vele there will be different business people and including sex workers. And Vele, even who 2020 World Cup in South Africa, the sex works business, it boomed, but it doesn't mean Uti Bulawayo ladies. You get what I'm saying? You post Uti, if you see a lady at Smokehouse, try Smokehouse, King's Crawl, all that. I have something to tell you, insinuating that Bulawayo ladies are now sleeping with Harare men.
I think I think abantu abaposta izinto lezi number 1 yabona njengendlela okufaya ngayo ukuthi if ungabuya abantu imali ibe khona if there's an event, because if there's an event people have come to spend money, and if there's an event and exactly. Whether kuse Harare, whether kulapha, whether kungaphi and abantu ababuyile, especially ababuyile bangikhona, they have come to spend money. Abantu abalapha abayi-host mostly bale expectation yokuthi right kule conference we are going to make money out of this, because abantu ababuyile they've come to what, to spend money. So now into yenzakalayo ukuthi i-business ye-transport iza cool ambitiana abayenza maybe abayenza in drive abayenzani iza kuyabe kuchaza during those 3 days and then abathengisa kubo spa whatsoever ngale kuyabe kuchaza ema-restaurant amankazana athengisayo lamajita athengisayo abethola ama-tip and during those times, and then ama-ladies of the night lawo abekhona, and labo ngesikhathi sangikhona i-business yabi phezulu ikhulile kuyabe kukhule ama-business
sectors, different sectors,
ama-sectors ahlukene.
Yes.
And then I think into eyenzakalayo okwenza kufike ku-point yokuthi the Harare guys have come, so now our ladies or Bulawayo ladies are going to go with them. I feel like, because I hope it's not other ladies posting that, because I tell you
the post that I saw, it was men.
Exactly.
From
So
the post that I saw, yeah.
mostly abantu abazaposta izinto ezinjalo yit and amachita akobulawayo angikhona. Why? Because we feel like these guys have got money kakhulu and they have come and we are jealous.
My God.
You guys
should love yourselves, guys.
Exactly.
Where is your confidence?
No, confidence yawa. Yakwazi ukuthi iyahle iwe.
Where is your
because confidence is here. I-confidence iyahle iwele phansi. Yabona anje ethi sikhuluma ngezimota lezi mota left right and center ezinkulu whatsoever. And then there are these guys, these guys. And okay, we are watching now and we are seeing ukuthi Karolwana ohamba so ngani ngikuqalisa ukubona umjida ohamba lo chair, because labanye abazambela lo chair wabo abahlala khona lapho koBulawayo ngiyahle ngithi kanye
wona Harare guys abalaba abantu babo yini abahamba labo ababuya labo,
they have people that they come with abanye
kat manje
but like you rightfully pointed out ukuthi even ama-sex workers they make money. Nxa abantu bebuya bezifunela ama-sex workers lawo ufuna ukuba part of, because not like ukuthi abayekeli uthathe abanye bakhona abanye abathathelwa uJeri proper
khona lokho kukhona, but I think into eyenzakalayo yabona into eyenzakalayo ekhonayo ukuthi umuntu othathele uJeri wakhe this week akaphumele phandle sizwe ukuthi uthini
ngeke kaphume
no akaphumele phandle, because into eyenzakalayo ukuthi yabona Karesi yabe sekhosi havoc kwama relationship.
Are you guys saying Bulawayo men have no money? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying Bulawayo men have no money?
Bakhona abale mali, but ngendlela ngichazwe indlela ukufaka ngayo ukuthi kube kuyimbinga. Imbinga ngabale mali ezi-serious ukudlula abantu aba ordinary.
So koBulawayo kula mbinga.
Because the thing is yabona especially
capital city koBulawayo imvini imbinga zikhona mepencezi ihamba mina ngizayibona eziflash anzayibona imbinga eflash kobu sayasabona one imoto lena ehamba la kulokhuzini iFerrari lela khumbula ele pichane la ngela koBulawayo lela yethi ngiyaziyo engathi ngele imbinga yakoBulawayo anzayibona even bekhona abantu abale mali zibila abale serious man, but imbinga eziflash ezinjabo weeknele ezithenga ama-aqua ngeze Harare mdala
vele lakho futhi yakunanzelela nono kuyinto kwakhona if nxa kule congress kumbe kule conference kumbe kule trade fair things change, like izinto zebe kebe kusobala ukuthi etown ku different ubuye ku street lesi sekupharirinyatha lapha nxa sezidlula izimo you can singahamba namuhla sekuphelile you can see ukuthi asokusela inhlansi zezimoto zangikhona abangakabuye but nxa kade ukhona nge-weekend you could see ukuthi okay yeah izimoto ezikhona different. So the truth is alright bala imali ngcaba kho flashy, they don't buy those cars or asikwazi to kuyenzakalana, But into konayo, I think abantu abaposter, because there's a church abantu abaposter, it's not everyone. Chief, did you post
but
anything?
what I noticed, what I noticed, I didn't really want to interact with the posts because I noticed it's mostly a certain demographic abathanda ukupusha that narrative. Yeah, well, usually if it's not people outside Bulawayo, people inside Bulawayo, it's a certain demographic. So I was like, okay, this time.
Do you remember what you were saying before we started trolling? Ukuthi, when you post something engathi fukuzweni disabantu, you get traction like towards post yakho, and then you if kula muntu umepothi yena uyi-influencer ku social media, they will look at this and then yawazi ngaposta ngithi guys bekule conference bekule moto ezinhle and then hayi bekumnandi business ihamba so ku right. Who is going to go there and then ingceve ngasikhulumla ngakho kanti. But if someone just say yathi kuthothe ngumuntu ncekade sometimes ngakho la kobulawayo kabona nguzwile uthola conference and then say post ukuthi hey amabulawayo ladies aseyenza so and then so that ipost yakhe igcwale kuphela. But otherwise singahamba sikhangela nje just normal guys because sekugcina sisondana thina ukuthi so amankazana sesizonda ukuthi so abafana bakobulawayo into abayicabanga le kungasithi kungabantu abayi10
yazi
waposting
abantu ngikhumbuzena le kaBulawayo Bright lo otho teqeda ukuchata oditenda uma
ngubulawayo Bright bathi ubulawayo Bright nguyini what's this thing because abone stereotype le iqasela phezulu kuyini vele ubulawayo Bright
but that's a yeding eBimetro mina mbale kuBimetro
Bulawayo best Bright baby
yeding eBimetro icho njalo ngokufaka nje
I was following that and it was quite interesting to see ukuthi usisilow she actually has a type okay laba bayafanana
babonile
they look alike, they have the same haircut
kulama pictures you have the pictures
kulama pictures kulamabizo
they have the same haircut and they are wearing the same suits. Let me check for you. They are wearing the same clothes, like the same color, and I was like, Usislo, she actually has a type, you know. Nice.
That chat is a therapy.
Check check the pictures. So can you see they look like brothers? Like even the haircut is just the same. So I think, you know what, I'm actually thinking okay usislo ubalekele police apel
lelinye hi carry with that ongasoze therapy ngo chiwe then wahamba le police.
So which means all this time guy elobola be arrange umshado, this guy was already there in the picture.
So uyabona ukuthi
ibizo likaBulawayo Bright wambani
likhona
anbalibhalile vele
kustory libhaliwe. So uyabona ukuthi into ezama ukuyisho ukuthi uCherry vele nxa efuna ukuhamba empingeni uyazihambela kungala
bakhona vele futhi abantu guys whether bakobulawayo or base Harare or base Gweru or base Maswingo, there are girls that are going to see cars and money and say mina sekonji anduba mkhombisi.
But I think there's actually more to it than money.
Alleged to have disappeared on the day she typed the note with Mbonge anymore. Yabona amabizo akhona.
Umampofu bakithi.
Ubaleke Mbonge.
Maybe I want into yasenzakala because laba
ubaleke siya kubani?
Kukwatiri.
Amabizo akhona.
Mbonile la kukwatiri something.
Kesho mkwatiringa.
Finish.
So kesho mbinga.
Finish. Mbinga ni police guys. Corruption.
Ngabe therapy.
If he's a mbinga and he's a therapy person. Corruption. There's nothing else. We are actually underlining my statement to say corruption, nothing else.
But the bingo.
So very mbinga very.
Bulawayo Bright elopes Bulawayo man is left on the altar. Hey, so why ngathi Bulawayo men are losing manje nxa kunje so because namhla bayakhala ukuthi hey abantu beyarara babuye bathatha abantu bethu but futhi enye into ezakalayo Tuthi umuntu okhola abantu beyarara bambonanga vele abahamba ngalayo ngoba uyapost uyakhuluma
impi ye tribalism ayisoziphele nxa kunje so
ukuthi uthi umlo sethathela umoya
so mina bengilanda khona lokho kodwa kukhulunywa ngokuthi utheni nxa ifuna ukuhamba yazihambela
yeah but qinisile
I understand because ngulanda utheni nxa ifuna ukuhamba
and it doesn't have to be a Bulawayo
you understand
can I ask you guys right so ku situation lay nxa sokwenzakale so ugayilo sithi lobolile la amalobola ayabuyela yini
these days amboni kuyabiselwana
kumele bebisele maybe bebisele is the therapy Mary keeping from ezinqa ukuthi
ukwatiri yena
is the therapy ayingeni njalo
you have so many questions ngathi ngiyabantu
la is the apathe is therapy ayingenda maye bayifakeleni lapha kulokhuze nini
story
basenze ukuthi sibale story
ukwatiri yena can he take over kumbe vele kazingeni
yes he has taken over
no I'm saying angamthatha yini
according to history umoyo ulwe kakhulu wacha ukwatiri mba wafeint wow according to history sebhimet
yes ukwatiri esibhedlela
bakuvule
disappear umoyo wabadinga wabathola
khaya uthi wa disappear waphendua umoyo wasola wathatha ifone wathola ama charts walandwa ukwatirimba eselomfo wabo umoyo bamchaya wafeint
you should write for Mtunya
mina mbali stories
ngela kubeka ngayo
stories nje
Mtunya style
waqine evulele icase umoyo lobhudo wakhe
ngapha futhi uchaye therapy
so mo sesiyasibedlela ukwatiri uzosala izidlela vele
obvious
yo Kosiyami
vele ukwatiri sethethe vini kungabe lesibhedlela phakathi konkani ukuthi maybe yabona kulaba beze therapy labo moyo I don't think money is involved here because even lo sisi
therapy
even lo mampofu la ngimkhangelile ngambona anti ngamcheka I don't think no ngimchekile mampofu
are you body shaming mampofu
no I didn't see the body I didn't see mampofu sport I'm not face shaming ngitemkhayele ngambona engumuntu lesizotha ukuthi hayi ngeke ahambe
but ngani umuntu
ozithobile ngiwamkhangela
decent
so there's more to the story
it's a decent beautiful
there could be more to the story
maybe ukwatiri is very good in the other sports was yikho lapho kule Messi khona lezi
but it also tells you
come on mzi bebechata abantu labo
so all the time preparing for the wedding lobolaring and stuff like that
that's what you were saying
Kwatiri was always in the picture
Kwatiri has been
on the picture
and umoyo is the person okwanisa ukuthi mina mfuna ukulobola
so why do people get married when they're not ready
I think as we know when
she's obviously not ready she still wants to explore
expectations
yabonanzela
ukuthi konkona
expectations on the same day
wena maybe sudluleke kwan like from into lana it's the society as well ukuthi nxa ungafika a certain age kumele uthathwe or somehow kumele ube ndoda ezabiza ukukhiphe ukwatiri is a therapy
she could have just gotten married to kwatiri
ukwatiri andingweze therapy so maybe bengakuhlanganisa inkomo kahle zikahle yabona ukuthi kwansi kuyakhipha ukwatiri bengakhiphi
ukwatiri lomfazi
uthothi kumbe ukwatiri ulomfazi and then lo ufuthata still umampofu and then umoyo yakwanisa ukuthi amthathe because unqa umoyo uhlanganisile 2000 yakhe
umoyo uyathola umoyo ingcobe engakwazi
I'm sure bengakwazi kwebese wamchaya wafeyinda
that type of a person engayenza njalo it's possible we can rule out ama possibilities
but I think unono ngiyome bonga sitshela ukuthi because lo ngumampofu lo yenze this thing and taking that you are also a lady maybe you understand the way abecabanye ngayo in this case
do you know this is very confusing for me as well because on the same day yiko phela kumele uthi uthando lube luchisa khona lapha with your husband like it's honeymoon guys we're talking of honeymoon yabo
and thothi ingcele yabe lishawu no sex before marriage so la ungumoya yabuye ubomela ukuthi right
do people still do no sex before marriage
The way you jumped to say yes, like I said, it's me. I am a virgin. It's me.
Do people still? Okay, he answered. So in other words, umoyo ubengicisha umampofu.
Ingomoya bengakwanisi. Avezama umoya ukuthi emnika umampofu, but umoya ingceke yabe kumthaya somehow.
She could have just refused to get married. This was just arranged marriage.
Yeah, into le kade ukhuluma tribalism. Thothi ngabazali babe sifuna igwatiri la. Sifuna umuntu wakithi.
Parents.
And then wena uyabuzifunela ugwatiri wakho, because ugwatiri can I don't know.
The least you can do, right? Just wait a bit. Not on the wedding day, guys. Not on the wedding day.
Ayibhimethe isitshele kusiya phambili ukuthi
story lesakugcina njani. No, but I think into enzakalayo ukuthi into echo, if you're not ready to get married to someone, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just tell them angcono break inhliziyo lodwa uzabona yena. And then and kulokuthi because kare sokulabantu abaningi involved. Yabona lathi sibaza abantu labo. But kare sesikwazi ukuthi sikhulumela ukuthi umoya ishame imagine emulini yakhe ukuthi kunjani. So sometimes mawubona umuntu lo angimfuni lo, I think it's better to say no.
Uyazi uthina? Plus enye into, something that I know that I'm actually sure of is that umoyo noma kade ezaxolela umampofu, the fact ukuthi into le has gone public akasamxoleli. That's
but abangaqoli even ihambe public. You'll be shocked.
Amadoda le ego, guys. You guys have got so much ego.
You'll be shocked.
Yazi why njalo? Awangazozihambe emcha ngoba thoba bafika ngo1 emakhandeni. Into hayi
wabumthayela to become nice. Yabezondi.
Lulaka
but
the fact ukuthi into le is gone public.
Uyamfuna umuntu wakhe.
The fact ukuthi
you'll be shocked, no.
Uyazi ukuthi mina personally as a woman umuntu engambamba kwazakala public enganixolela mvumi ufumbulala
lenhloni uyabuyela njani how do you report your in-laws as well? Vele umampofu lapha sokuphelile, imagine irice ewestiweyo lapha
wena uthi ukubulala umuntu uyabulala guy.
So I think like umampofu kasihambela ogwatiri ngiyamthanda.
So we also had ama shows this weekend.
Leo hambe khona wedwa wangambisi.
Ishokasta. Akubizanga antu buku
last time we agreed.
So asambe ke garden of.
La uyenze njengalo thambani lo eloped with the therapy.
Okay. Speaking of Sthandazile, I actually think she set an example. A good example.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was properly arranged. Yonke the performance, and she actually had a good audience. She had a good audience. So I think she set an example. Uchi amanye ama artists, ama performers, I think they should learn something from the way she did her things. Yabo indlela ayenze ngayo nje event yakhe. I think people should learn from it. Ukuthi abantu ba stubborn man. Yesh.
Yeah, people don't want to learn. Ebe poeta throughout ebenza yedwa.
Yeah, but kube lama stage warmers. Gakisa performed. And then she had the two ladies akade besenza ama instrumentals while she's reciting the poems and stuff. But it was good, Sibi.
So amanye artists lama poets umele funde. So pari beku nice beku imali nungena.
Ungena with $5 ordinary ticket, and then there was a $10 VIP ticket.
Even I sure.
It was at Bulawayo club, yeah. It was at Bulawayo club.
Ave ungahambe Bulawayo club so millions into the class. Ngoba no venue hlali valiyo. Ukuthi vele lapha kungena umuntu.
Ungayenza into
ezisubstandard. U stamina ngathi umam star kumbusisa star. Africa kazathi. I think mina ngimbona from a distance mbukela into azenza. I think into zakhe silazi sipho kuba le order nje.
uqoqekile.
I think uqoqekile sibili ulozibuthe sibili ukuqoqeka sibili
It's actually what people have to know, and which is actually part of building a brand. You know, being organized, when this does happen in order, you finish your things, you're actually building your brand. Because I want to get to society umaze qoqekile. So sesikwazi ukuthi i-brand uAfrikakazi vele ihamba le order all the time. Yeah, so I think people also, that's why I said ufake like isifundo ebantwini ukuthi it's part of brand building. Whatever you do, and it actually reflects to your brand. I think singazi amanye ama lokuzini na yenza.
Mele belokhuza.
You guys
mele benzeni. I think chief kuma talent search lawan because kulabanye abantu abangasuze befunde vela laba abavele sebe blind abokuthi babe computer layo umuntu omele befunde kuye. Kuleseksuala laba abadinga ngo chief laba kuma talent search lana. These guys are still raw for now. But kuzafika isikhathi whereby if bengazange baqoqwa labo kahle, they will just become like abakhonayo laba esithi abantu abafundi.
Does the talent search also include coaching, mentoring, teaching? Does it also include all that?
Yeah, laba sabathola is part of that. Uthi there's umzi saying because we want to make sure that they are proper artists in their own fields. Like you say, so we're learning abantu nakabanja bosta uthi what's a brand. So lama talent abuya, that will be part of the package so that they know what to expect in the industry, whatever field that they are.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Ifundise labanye abangasoma upcoming. Ngoba
abasafundi.
You know
waqeda isikolo.
Incomplete brands. Ama brand angavuthwanga.
Angaphelelanga.
You get what I'm saying? Bakhona sibili esibabonayo ukuthi hayi.
Bayaphakulula kunjalo kungavuthwanga.
Kuluhlaza, you know, akuvuthwanga umuntu sephakulela abantu
eat.
So I think that should be. But now the thing, konoke ngikutsho ukuthi the problem into pride le arrogance ukuthi if you guys say okay let's host a get together or something where we teach each other and stuff, they Mr. and Mrs. Know It All, they're not going to come, but yibo futhi abangayenzi izinto ngendlela right.
Speaking about that, I think sile problem ukuthi sikwazi kakhulu. I remember saba le workshop artist management and stuff.
Step 3.
Yeah, even a crew Lemon Groove, those abayenza emergency. They did a similar program
for artists.
Did they do for artists that will perform?
No.
They did for all artists.
For everyone was.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But you'll find only 2-3 people come, and I was surprised. Someone like Noluntuche, she was part of. But look at her brand. You understand? But
so it's people who take their brand
seriously who come. Yeah.
All right.
And ungabona abantu abaqoqekile even our performance abo. Nje we were talking about order, but they're also saying the poems were good, the performing was good, and so kusiba yabona laba bangaqoqekanga ukuthi into yangona la order from oqaseni sehambe station futhi le order yangona.
Into zoriyesele stage hayi guys.
No, it doesn't make sense. So I think Italian search are happy this week. Mzilikazi.
Yeah, Mzilikazi.
And this time, did they come?
They are Mzilikazi, you know. I think Mzilikazi, I can rightfully say, is the home of arts. Yo, it was packed, bruh.
Mzilikazi is the home of arts.
Ndani kuze Emkundleni ndizafika yini?
Safika Inketha. Sikhamba.
So Inketha la igoqela le Emkundleni.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Emkundleni akula recreational center.
Emkundleni is nothing.
You see now.
And it's in the Kwabo, it's indawo ekhula njani, it's growing pen Emkundleni. Yaqhela pari.
Ngelinye lokithi nje elingela lutho nje in terms of arts, business, health wise, no clinics, nothing, no police station, no hospital. Ungaphelelwa ifuel usemganwini, you are stuck. No filling station, no nothing.
Filling station lapha igcina 6 garage.
Yep.
Ngananzelela phela lapha ukuthi no man.
That's Enkundleni for you. So mina kimi and personally I think it would have been nice ukuthi ngalifikile le Enkundleni separate because Enkundleni it's always mixed with Nketha. It's like I saw logic but
because these two because Nketha inkulu phela la. Inkulu kakhulu.
It's always mixed.
And then Enkundleni la
I think
yodwa futhi.
even if you find a place njenga lapha nema shop lapha ni tham ku food for less lapha.
No, since we've partnered with City Council, the idea was we try because like our resources are finyeleni. Tina Vele actually wanted to do just 2 places, but City Council opened their arms and said we can give you venues and we partner. So sebenza spaces City Council.
Because yazi onye into yenza ukuthi imzilikazi ibe yi-home of arts queen and iseduzane the town number 1. So even abantu mabesenza izinto zabo because abantu bemzilikazi they are always informed. Because abantu mabesenza izinto zabo kule activity kakhulu emzilikazi. Then ngale phansi kubo Enkundleni abantu bengasolwa ukuthi ababuyi but akula ndawo yokuhamba. Kulezi ndawo sezingela ndawo yokuthi abantu bayakuya ngapi bayithola ngapi information but emzilikazi vele la kudala
yeah ungatsho njalo but I think emzilikazi vele in terms of arts
ungacheka indawo eziseduzane town not
but ungacheka in terms of arts proper that's why uvinobona amakhosi baseduze lama area la but vele in terms of arts I think emzilikazi omakhokoba maybe ncinga amalokusha kudala ale talent but ungacheka
it has always been there. Those guys have always been informed ngendaba ze arts bona labo kakhulu.
Issue information.
I think issue because yibo abantu abajala ukuthola abantu beperform and then we have a lot of people coming out of khona ngale and even abantu abapromoter ngabantu abanje uthi umuntu umephince uthi vele yena wayehlala vele emakhokhoba and then even masenza something yakhe they go back there. Yabona and then maso kusefika ngalo bomganeni vela kufike kulenye information vele ngafikiyo khona ngalo
information yafika because we had people coming all the way from Bulawayo West Nketha all those side babuye bazo auditiona emzilikazi.
Can I ask you something? Okay, is it not because the arts industry yethu it focuses mostly throughout since like direct has been focusing on mzilikazi? Is that not the reason?
No, I will tend to differ because even Pompoma.
How about
yes I Pompoma.
But I think what we school but it's not really the community going abantwana besikolo from a drama group
Pompoma is also produced a lot
but Pompoma ibuya nazo yabona why
because of the youth centers. I think back then the youth centers were very vibrant. So I told him manje because the first one was in Popoma.
So that culture quite has been built.
Yeah.
Kufana vini yabona vini le makhosi anti makhosi yakwa well asikho mzilikazi but it's very close ukuthi vini umuntu uyawalka ebuya lapha. So abantu i-community yakhona phana understand more ama-arts than abanye abantu abaphandle leyo kubo luvevele ukutshala sebemganwini langale and then kule enye into njengokuthi Country Park Arena yabona issue yama youth center ansilezi indawo ezingathi zivuliwe so yabona ukuthi okay kula
youth center Country Park
but kulezi indawo abantu that can asokwe City Council lokhana ukhona kunye abantu abajayela ukuyenzela khona
Country Park yayela youth center
tawini manje lokhana there's this thing seceleni komgwaqo so yakubona tawini kati.
Oh yes, uyabona useterminals okanye club like
kule kuyakhaya queue and abantu njalo ubona even abafana labana abamapraka labana they do their things there then people come and then but bahambe couch lapana and then do those things endaweni naleya kuyenzeka futhi andikho sure ukuthi ngokwe City Council umba so
City Council
ngokuthi
so City Council lokho City Council ayikabe percent but the point is ukuthi youth centers have been very vibrant.
But I think also to change in narrative mbijana yabona tukuthi ukuthi yes akola youth center Enkundleni and I council yona I offer ngendlela yayo I think kulesikhathi sokuthi if maybe you sit down and try to break ama boundaries okuncane khona lokho ukuthi okay siyabona lapha kola you center but still Imganweni is also under city council yabo Bulawayo. So is there no space because athola ukuthi angeke kuyehlule ukuthola if kungayehlula kuyehlulile but ungathola ukuthi okay maybe usethekele ku stage mbijana whatever whereby the people of Imganweni will know labantu bama arts abake bebuye lapha bezo search something or whatever and then the trend will maybe start from there.
Isifiso sikhona but the resources they told you the city council ngabe maybe nceba lama funds they could have given us funds ukuthi reach out to indawo zona lezi like
Imganweni honestly ngikhulumela kakhulu because I grew up there and stuff. Imganweni honestly it's like indawo lena evalelwe phandle. Because if you look at Phumula, something is happening. No, look at Phumula. Something is happening in Phumula. Even councillor Wabulwanu, the latest, is it still here? Usku? Is it still here?
I'm not sure, but
she used to be very active with the youth.
You know why? When I check, I think Phumula say we are going to Eslwan. It's a youth center.
Yeah, there's another center.
Council. You understand? And it's also vibrant. Like you're saying, you can go to ama arts ama core centers bekungama youth center youth center ngesikhathi esebenza proper kids will go bengachayisa esikolo they'll go to a youth center school esidlala ubuye ma youth center guys kathesi ama youth center they are not vibrant they are not giving abantwana sebetshona emafonini yabo abantwana sebetshona emafonini abasadlala uma youth center there's a lot of things that are happening emafonini more than kuma youth centers. So my youth centers don't have a desert. They've been deserted. So that's why into university as keeping abantwana emafonini abala talent ahlukahlukene so what search ama talent asibona ukuthi sayenzana ngawo because akula ndawo esezi serious ngento zona lezo.
Because amalokishi amadala like Makokoba, Mzilikazi, Papa Fields, there are a lot of spaces. You want space, whether it's for soccer, it's for whatsoever. Like you could want to talent soccer. Mzilikazi, Makokoba, Papa Fields, whatever. Arts, Mzilikazi, Makokoba. You go to arts. And I think the issue of where people can go and express themselves, whether it's soccer, ama ground or ngama center. I think so. I think which if. But at least they are doing talent search. But I could give away again. I'm center.
Do you guys have committees as well? Talent search.
With committees coming through.
Okay.
They were searching for talent all round.
I'm seeing, I'm seeing lots
but there are more musicians than any other talent that's out there. I was shocked. Mzilikazi kubuya abantu be visual arts. Than musicians.
Okay. Ungenza mbuze nge-comedies because I'm seeing a lot of stuff happening in the comedy side of things. Yes. Last week we were talking about saying Uti is really coming in power. And then we saw Uma40. And he sold out his events.
All events.
All his events.
The festival.
The
festival. So what, 2 days?
I think is it 2.
And this time around it was not stand-up comedy.
2 or 3. It is 3 days.
Not stand-up comedy. Short films.
Short films or whatever.
But we comedy.
I wasn't part of.
But I think it's good.
Bonnie posted everything was sold out. But I think they show a stand-up comedy.
Because they focus on because they were doing short films, our comedy. So they said last time he wanted to comedy festival, it was stand-up comedians, so they had to perform. This time around we were short films, but our comedy. So I think that changed as well. Yeah, you're right, huh?
Yeah.
The shift or the change or the interchange okay, this time around it's comedy,
as long as
films,
it's comedy.
This time around it's stand-up comedy, this time around it's something else, a comedy.
But check a very good comedy space lately, Bulawayo or what is Jonas. I think Zim comedy people are coming up, like serious. The comedy is really picking up.
Yeah, and also I think our shows also our ngenye indawo yokufocus khona because ama shows awe alabantwana besikolo phakathi the market yabantwana besikolo it fills out and it sells out isikhathezine.
But you know what? I want to applaud Umafoti because having a comedy show. You're saying kube labantwana besikole
Vele kade kungabantwana besikole.
Managing to sell out while targeting abantwana besikole. Abantwana besikole sebezithandela amapiano or TikTok
yes.
For you to manage to sell out,
that's too much.
It says something about your work.
He's doing something right.
Yeah, because if he's appealing to that demographic group, it says a lot. He knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
He's strategic about it.
Have you noticed with ama artists, your brand spreads fast if kids know you?
Yeah.
Because for instance, mina nginje swan, kulama ama artists engibawazi through my kids. Abantwana bami kube childini, khathi mbane nalo. Vele ungakhangela even lato mama bethu kunje so enye music babe sibayazi ngathi ama films, ama drama, ama characters babe sibawazi because of us. Sometimes we even imitate the songs, we imitate even ama films, we start imitating wrestling, we start imitating. So if you manage to make children know you, then you are winning.
Yeah, that's good.
Because abantwana bafika endlini besithi mama besibukela Umafoti
lathi even udala sakhula ovusamakhasi abazela sezikolo.
You see,
they will come and perform as onsingizi.
I think it's a good strategy indaba yesikolo. Nxa ukwanisa futhi because isikolo needs you need to have order to engage with schools. Like you really like now ukwanisa to engage with schools.
If you're boring, forget it. If you're boring,
and if you don't have order, like food very forget.
And one thing you have to know, kids are cruel. They will boo you. Uza chi atuthansa phone. Abantwana. They are so mean.
If can't you tell you didn't see? But I think it was created by the kids as well, aren't?
Yeah, because they were created by abantwana.
Abesikole,
yeah, because Umafoti besenda like kuma WhatsApp into kwantuthu as festival. So
abantwana because they were creating films in their school. So even strategies zakhona sinjani. When abantu ba create isikole sabo ifilm leyana. So I want to kuhle because ba create bona and then they will want to come and see. Even labanye abafunda labo laba ba create leyo esikole kampana like kuba khona la lapha esikole then people come.
I think this was his long-term plan. He's been clever about it because there's also like he also hosts even sort of like workshops. I don't know if they're workshops, but something like that, where he teaches abantwana arts from script writing to everything. I remember one of the workshops I actually facilitated them at COVID.
Nice.
Was it last year? So I think he's been very strategic and it was a long-term plan.
And there is colleges abantu abazisabayo Dominican Convent.
Abazisaba ama private schools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ukuthi abantu ukuthi nje nxa ukwanisa la ukuya bulala naleskiwa kana ngayo.
Yeah,
because you need to have order to get in there and
you have to be clever about it. Yeah.
So
kona ukusho ukuthi kids are mean. Uyachi arts industry dance phone.
Azimbinga zikhona lapha ama 40 sold out a show 3 days.
So Umafoti lapha khona mali guys.
Ngasuka vele Harare.
Sold out all the shows.
Sold out. At what? At $5. We want to calculate at $5.
Pocket watching.
We want to calculate. This is us. It's our culture.
Your pocket. Okay, so talking about Awandawale Mali. Also this weekend we saw Affluencer Awards.
It was Awandawale Mali because Gapatari so uba nominee.
It's a fancy event, guys. That's a fancy event. Have you seen the pictures and the videos?
I saw videos.
Yeah.
It was.
People really dressed up.
Yeah. So no karesi sesithi abantu abadress up namhla bale mali. Last week wayephika. Namhla abantu nxa bengadress up kahle
I'm not who I was yesterday. So you know, people making effort to look nice and attend your event. I think it says something about your brand. So I think I'm an Affluencer Awards. Mind you, I was once nominated as well.
Did you win?
by the time I nominated, everyone was winning. So
you won.
So I did win, which made me not really understand what the awards were all about. Yeah, well, because if you nominate three people
and all of
in
them
the same
won.
category, and all of them get the awards.
How? How was it happening?
I'm also confused on how it was really happening.
I think because there was I think last of last year we were also nominated. Yeah, last of last year we've been nominated twice actually.
You won twice because Njwata Wankumja win.
No, we did not win. What they do, because Git categories that's nominated 4. They gave first prize. They also gave second prize. So maybe because they were giving first and second.
No, it's a different award setting system.
Then the last year's nominated to what was part of the $50 that we can't pay. So as was to
So you submit.
We've never submitted.
So you don't submit. They point
pick,
you out to say you're good.
Yeah.
We want to nominate you.
Yeah,
they nominate. But now what was nominated is the public.
They nominate themselves. I think they nominated. We've never submitted for our affluence.
And then after they've picked you and said, you guys are good. We've nominated you. So now come and pay.
Yeah, that was the issue. They said we must come and pay. We said, what for?
So are you saying all the people that won this time or that were nominated this time, they paid?
They paid.
Oh my God.
Oh, obvious, they paid.
That's a disaster.
That's a given. They paid.
But
they paid.
These awards.
I'm sure they paid.
These awards, they seemed to have a lot of sponsors.
Yes, the first one that we went when we did not pay, they lots of sponsors.
Lots of sponsors.
Yeah,
so
they
what
lots
went
of
wrong?
sponsors. I'm not sure. Then last year they told us we're nominated, yes, but you must pay to come.
Why would they want to fundraise ngama
nominees?
Because you can
It makes the
fundraise.
whole
I also found
You know
it
what?
funny.
This is a good brand, and I think they're destroying it because they're making it look bogus. When they are saying ama nominees must pay, it ends up looking like a scam.
Exactly.
So if you win, are you given money?
I mean, I did not get anything.
No, I'm not sure.
we are about what in
Maybe we must ask the ones that won last year and this time around. Because I heard when you WhatsApp group basically which means this year also people were made to pay.
At least win something maybe, but I think she's destroying. They're destroying.
It's a she.
I don't know. I think let's separate the people from the institutions. I'm separating the person from the institution. I think the organizers are destroying a good brand because Affluencer Awards, to me, they looked like a good brand. They looked like a good project, which I think they maintain that goodness. Yeah, well. Or I think they should have asked people that have hosted awards before on how they can go around. Because I think Muleki experienced Lapa. Mina, when I went there when I was nominated, everything looked well.
You didn't pay
and
at that time.
I didn't pay.
Yeah, the first time that we went to did not pay.
No one was asked to pay.
Even the first one that we went to, I think what was last of last year.
I think people who paid were people that were attending Betenga. Tickets, yes.
So
which happens
even this time
almost every event.
Sorry?
Even this time they upata lokuthi abona ama-affluencer was.
No, this time I did not know that they were happening. I only saw on WhatsApp.
Give me mbona surprise kulabantu aba-celebrators like how.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I think they are destroying a very good brand. If they don't change their ways, I'm afraid they are going to be history.
But if there are people, because if you have customers that are willing to say, if you nominate us, we are going to pay. Because you not agreeing to pay does not mean you don't have the money. But the principle of
true
nominate you and then what am I
found it awkward.
At least yabona kulento leyenzakala ukuthi sikunominate and you will come to the awards, but if you want to come with someone else, pay for them. to come and watch because but if
Makes
I'm
sense.
nominated and then I pay, so if you don't pay, which means they remove you from.
I think that's what happened.
From the nomination.
Because we did not
So
go.
which means if you don't pay the money, the $50, then you are not
You don't
you are no
qualify
longer
as a
good
good-
enough.
I don't know how much they were paying this time. But last year, they said we must pay 50.
No, if
It's last year. They said we
Mali
must pay
onkele.
50. Yeah, last year they said we must pay
no,
50.
but if I think even the people that are paying to get nominated, they should. Maybe this is no, you cannot pay. You can pay for. Maybe you when nominated, just come and then if you want food, you buy. If you want this and what's when you look just
that makes
then you
sense.
fundraise from
But also,
all those things.
Also, Mzi, I find that also awkward.
Mm-hmm.
If you're nominating me and I must come and pay for food. Without me, there's no event there in Zagan.
Ukudla kwani abantu basuke bedlile ngibo.
Yeah, but
No, what I'm saying is no. Without, like, let's take for example, my PAA. PAA were treated like celebrities, even if we're not.
But you buy the food.
We don't.
I know at the dinner you don't buy.
We don't
At the
buy.
dinner, yes, but at the awards.
No,
At the awards you.
no.
At the awards you buy.
We didn't buy last year.
You.
I did not buy food for PAA.
Baby, anjabona ukuthi anjabona sokuvuse indaba thina
I did not buy.
But ukudla ukuthengiswa kuyabe kukhona.
I mean, for nominees. I'm talking about nominees.
At the awards.
Yeah, I'm talking about nominees. We're given tickets.
I was a nominee last year? People's Awards, whatever.
We're given tickets.
Food.
Yeah, proper food ticket. Like
My memory
so.
that
Hey,
bad.
we're given
I was
food
also,
tickets.
No.
At the PAs.
We bought food.
We did not buy.
I remember.
We were nominated.
So what should you?
I mean,
Bought a-
I
bought a meal
think
voucher.
they should sort this thing out. Because
we
when I
got them-
bought my food, I bought my wine.
Chief, you got a food voucher.
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Last
I think
year.
it was. Now we food voucher. I think maybe it last off. Was ikona iye lama food voucher AICT if you get the ticket bakubuza vele office ukuthi
Yes.
wena ufuna ukudla ini even for your date I think
Mina-
kwakungathi
I know
kunjani.
when you are nominated.
Guys, mina kuma Bulawayo Arts Awards, I've never, since I started getting nominated, I've never been given food for free.
I think when we problem,
Dinner,
awuhambe ofisini yabo kuyathatha ama tickets.
Good.
They give you meal ticket. Serious.
No, last year.
Last year they
For
came.
dinner, guys.
You guys buying that? No, not for dinner. Our ceremony. Beer is a proper. You know what they did? Now Libu, because Tina were nominated and we said we were bringing the whole team. They said no, we're giving the representative a meal voucher. Then you can buy.
Yeah. Mina vela ngaze ngidle.
Ask him Zinos.
I mean,
You've opened a can of.
No, ask him Zinos.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Of words.
You ask anyone, they know. I mean,
No, ngapha ni voucher la kubaliwa ngalibali ukuthi ngelana.
yeah. Yes.
No, guys.
Because ukudla ukuthengiswa kuyabe kukhona.
Ukudla okuthengiswa
Because I
kukhona.
remember the
You know
evening.
why? Why ukudla kukhona? But the nominees. I'm talking for.
Mina,
About
what
the
I know,
nominees.
what
Yeah.
I get for free as a nominee is a ticket A+1, not a food voucher.
Food voucher is there for a nominee.
It has been changing as well because kule skhathi futhi ukuthi +1 you'll pay. I remember kule sinye skhathi whereby i-ticket le+1 I bought it. Kule skhathi kuyabe lokhe kutshintsha but yabona nxa usuthengela i+1 i-ticket or usuthengela i+1 ukudla or even uthenga ukudla kwangikhona.
So
I think it's better than to pay to be nominated.
Anjabona indaba leyi ababhadalayo ngabanjani because mina I've always bought my food
Kupa.
kuma BAs except if it's for the dinner.
No. I'm not
For the
dinner.
awards day.
I'm not talking about the
I've
awards
always
day.
bought my food. I've never been given food for free.
There's food. You should ask for food. There's food for nominees.
I
I think
remember.
they should compensate me.
That's why. That is why they partnered with the Crystal Hotel. There's food.
Yeah, because I remember you would call them. and
I
give
remember,
them their
yes.
That's
I
what they
remember,
partnered
not
with
last
Crystal.
year. Is it last of last year? I bought food in Cresta Hotel. I even left my change. I had to go and pick it up at Cresta.
Yes, they sell,
Change.
but they sell for others. But for nominees, there's tickets.
I was a nominee, bruh.
No, I'm dead serious.
but
we've
chief,
been
but chief,
nominated for
yazi
2.
indaba yami nga. Ani kula ma-affluencer la, man. If ungabhatalanga the money that they require you to pay after they have nominated you, then they remove you from a list which you are a nominee because you couldn't pay the money.
Mina ngikwazi because once they told us to pay, we did not pay. Asakamba.
Alisanominatwa.
Ukuthi wayenzakalana sikwazi.
Alisabukelanga lokubukela.
We're not interested. No, kusangena ngiyat. You know why?
Yeah.
My thing is, if somebody is nominated without the artist or whoever, there's nothing. Eventually, he could. Without the
I think. I mean, I understand.
But some influencers, they're not focusing on
really
artists.
They
also look
around,
at the business.
Business. They focus around.
But I think I get the point. Without the person that you're nominating.
Yes.
But very lama attitude yongancing. I'm telling you, they have this attitude just nging. If you look at the way they're doing things.
Or maybe they want to make I'm just trying to fight for them. Uguti, maybe they make you pay so that we won't maybe are you making any money?
I think it's an elitist event. I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
It's an elitist event.
Yeah.
So
But even though no, it's not supposed to be like that.
Which makes me question its
a criteria.
Because if you're like that, then for instance, it's an example. Let's say you say most talented artists. You select me as the most talented artist. In your view, yako, I am the most talented artist.
Yeah.
You ask me to pay.
For what?
I don't have the money. And
for
not
what?
like on phone. I don't have the money. Then I don't pay. Does that remove my being the most talented artist?
It doesn't.
Susia keto munye fuji.
Yes, the one that paid.
Sumnige award you why most talented me.
The one that paid. It doesn't make sense. This is what I was saying. Without the nominees, there is no event.
I mean, as for such issues where we have a lot of questions, I think maybe if we have a Vuma, if we can get someone from there and ask them.
Yeah.
And ask them, konalapa futhi, guys, what we are hearing. So maybe they can there is an explanation.
Me, I'm not hearing. I'm talking about first-hand information. I'm not talking about the essay. Step 3 events was nominated. And they spoke to me. To pay $50.
And then what did you say?
I told them blatantly, I can't pay. If we are nominated Step 3 events, what are we paying for?
And then did they answer?
They answered.
What?
Okay,
speaking of the issue of paying, I saw a tweet upload Marco. You know, people now want to just get money where they're not supposed to get it from. Just getting money
What happened?
This parking guys. I think lapana vele bebefuna ukuzidlela imali la befuna ukuzifakela epocketini. It wasn't imali yokuthi kumele bayibhadalise.
What happened? Mina ngibonanga, I didn't see the video.
I think TTI.
Mina ngibone sokuchaywana kuphela.
Yeah, rara kule TTI lapho.
Bona laba bapakisa. Ibe city police or what?
Ngibone sokukhala imboma kuphela so.
Who was beating who?
The
apparently watch upload map.
The parking marshal. Parking marshals. Yeah, the parking
because he didn't want to pay.
He paid $20.
He paid $20. They wanted to
for parking.
You want that episode we bribe because if singahamba la office like what TTA does. Singahamba la office and you pay $80. So when I pay us 20,
then we remove the claim.
Because then we let you off the hook. So he paid the $20. But he was recording. You understand? He was recording them.
Then they found out.
He told them
I've been recording you.
And the babon, he go there was a
and then the video still came out.
It's there on X. It's there on X.
And then this guy is so very Basalam 7.
I saw the Harare mayor. They need to be dealt with decisively.
So 7 I say.
So obviously they'll investigate. They'll do some investigations, but it's obvious Uti they're going to face the music.
Hey.
So people just want to eat everywhere. Lalabonga melanga badle khona.
Hey guys, into corruption liyahlupha le.
Yeah. But enye into eyenza abantu bayenze njalo ukuthi abantu bathwele nzima because before ukuba lapha kwethu I just saw uJake saying in video like ukuthi is it cancel?
Oh, that video, bruh.
Yeah. And into enzisa ubuhlungani is because lapha bathathele khona abantu njalo ukuthenga khona inkobe.
Ngabe thathela abantu bazolele
Amakhokho.
Intela ukuthenga khona inkobe gaya.
hayi sithi cancel.
So can you
sithi cancel.
yibo phela amakhokho. So imagine ukuthi ezinye inkobe zithengiswa nga eziclean
Emarket.
angcolile ngale market.
So clean umlungisi walungisa.
Ngalo yadla amatshe gaya.
No, but the thing is, as mbone video, and I understand that maybe they need to clean. I don't know this thing. Into liyahlupha le. Because if you're doing that to those guys, where do you want those people to go?
But into sikhuluma ukuthi abantu balenkani guys, why abantu bengahambe egodini?
Uyathengisa, it's expensive. The stands awegodini le inkobe ojayizithenga ukhala.
Right.
Awuhambisani.
Lalela. It's not expensive. Imali na so $11. How much is it?
It's not $11. I was speaking to this other mama ngelinye ilanga. I think it's was to go on 120.
120 then. Kathesi usuthathelwe lapha istock. Hayi? Usuthathelwe istock. So kumele uyorder kucha. Okay, ama losses lapha financial loss and then obviously emotionally you're not okay. Is it not better? Abantu labana guys, is it not better ukuthi sacrifice kumbe abanye ba share and stuff like that?
The problem is that those guys don't make 100.
But they do share. Anto kumele flea market abanye ba share, we stand one and stuff. But you know, they always find a way. In balama associations, guys, balama vendors association and stuff, if they are serious enough, I think they can fight this and I think they can win this. It's just that our people vele into esemthethweni nje into ele order. Do the city council or the Makokoba guys really want those guys to move from there? Yes.
I hope so.
I don't think so.
I hope so because if they want those guys to move, yazufanana lento le yokugijimisana yokuthi amapolisa agijimisa imchova lapha ebegijima imchova igijime ngale and then do they really want those guys to go?
I don't think so. You know why I'm saying I don't think so? They've got the power to remove them.
If they really want to.
If they want to.
Do they?
Yeah. Because if they've got the right to call the police or robai, keep abantu. Why are they not doing that?
If nga uyenza civil inkani okuthiwa serious. Yabona okuthiwa ikubotshwa sibili uzothiwa sibili umuntu yambi yopika for those things. If there are examples abayi 1 2 3 4, you will see things changing. But intenza kwefalo lokugijimisana lokuyana nje. If especially kwezimoto ezinye imoto inumber plates zayo zingavalanga lokuvala. If you just go there, take number plates of cars that abakhona ezibakhona khona pa, and then lizibophe izimoto ezalizivalele ngale okuthi penalty yakho iyabe heavy kungela ukuthi akho ngonabe ngabe uyasabhatala imali engaka, and then they go back there, and then so that because if they go totally what happens is kule mali okumele yesamu engasaphumiyo.
Yes.
If not those guys really go kuthiwa akusela mshika akusela umuntu ethenga streetini. Because if there was something that surprised me, there was ukuthi almost every day kule 5 rand ephumayo from mina njengovenda we siyahlanganisa nama 5 rand sihlanganisa ama 5 rand and then we asiwahambisa, and then ama 5 rand lawana they will go somewhere, and then sabe sikwazi ukuthi abantu laba bazabuya ngedaily nje uzothathela or whatever, and then because so imagine 5 ama vendor wonke kuyimalini eyanga. They don't want people to go, so people will not go because
so is it the institutions or is the corrupt individuals?
I think it's from the top. If the top want those people really gone, they will go.
But I think also I think also on individuals as well. I
Yes.
think also on individual level. I think because sometimes even ukubotsha mephi ngokwemota, sometimes I figure station.
Yes.
And akunamuntu okwaziyo ukuthi ibibotshiwe anyway. And then if $5 or $10 ephumileyo, it didn't really go to the institution, it went here and
All
then
I'm saying,
done.
all I'm saying is, Mzi, if from the top they want those people gone, they will go, because they will put it simply tacky ukuthi by Friday asifuna ubona umuntu operator la. But Friday abantu ifike abantu they are operating, you have to see it from the top button.
Right, but issue yama-vendor ukuthi lama kumele angayikhulumele kakhulu because lami ngake ngaba li-vendor.
No, mina yazi no mina you know where my issue is. Angisho ukuthi abantu bengabi ama-vendor, but lapho abantu abathi khona abantu amele abathengisele khona ababakhiphe
Abantu bayithengisela
bayithengisela abantu amele
because you know
bethengisele
what,
khona.
I think it's unfair to people that are paying ama-rentals to
Yes.
ama-stands abo and they are
Yes.
selling, they are doing their things legitimately.
Yes.
I think it's very, very
Yes.
unfair. Imagine when ubhadale e-flea market lapha, you are paying $100 nale ekhulunywayo. Someone abuye phambi kwakho phandle ayendlala ezakhe impahla, but wena uphakathi uyabhadala. So vele
make more money
mina
than
unonxa
you.
ngifika ngifuna ukuthenga vele sengigijimela engimthole phandle ansangeni phakathi ukuthi ngiyothenga emntwini
And then if this guy ophandle is paying R5 to the system or whatever, the system will not listen to your cries when ophandle.
understand.
ubhadale $100 and
Yeah.
wena uyabhadale ngendlela eyiyo, ubhadale to the institution kahle kahle ule receipt ule everything.
And then this one that goes to me as an individual, and yimomele ngenza umthetho ukuthi abantu laba besuke lapha or yimomele ngi-enforce. Wena obhadalayo
so into leyo ayisozilunge kathesi vele. It's
Very
something else.
But I think even nxa bedobha bethathela ukuthi kuphela guy ukuthi angazi but kumele bengani bayazwela labo gogo abangakwanisa ukugijima. Azi lo gogo embone uvideo laphana, it was emotional. But anyways, andla yenza into engayisiyo angazi.
Ugogo la nxa egile umkhuba guys akajeziswe next time abekwazi ukuthi kumele ayenze izinto ngendlela.
Yeah.
Because
Into khona.
it's something else. So yeah. So we're wrapping up, isn't it?
We are wrapping up. So just wrap it up. Just cause child. But anyways, I had other issues. But anyways, we'll talk about them. Nyeskati. So today, we'll just go home.
Sisihambele nkhaya.
Yeah,
So
we'll just
it
go
was
home.
it was actually very nice talking to you. It was nice having you guys. It was nice uxoxa lani. It was nice uxoxa lomzi. It was nice uxoxa lani ngemuva kapho.
So do not forget to, because for us to keep on making this show for you to listen, you have to watch the show and then you have to tell your friend, to tell your friend, to tell their parents, to tell their friends, to tell their friends as well. So that they go to Facebook, Deb3 Events, Enkundleni Exclusive. You go to YouTube and then you subscribe to the channel. The channel is Deb3 Events and then the show, this one, is Enkundleni Exclusive. Whatever ama t-shirts. So that you see, it's Enkundleni Exclusive. So you go, tell people, subscribe, and then hit the notification button so that when a show comes, you're notified. Say, there is episode Wara coming up, and I'm sure you have something to say about the things that we're talking about here, because we want you to engage, and then you tell us what you think, because what we are saying is what we think and what we saw, but someone might have seen something different. So we also want to hear from you so that we come here and talk about it.
Yeah. So guys, as Mzi says, please subscribe and like Enkundleni Exclusive Podcast brought to you by Deb3. Subscribe, like, watch, and comment. We want to hear your views.
Exactly, and also it's going to help us also get people who can help us, because for us to be here and talk like this and set up, we need people to be helping us as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's also assisting towards that as well.
Exactly.
So
So
but for
guys,
today,
that's it from me. No, see you next week, same time, same place.